Compound adjectives in English. Let's look at the following sentences. I saw a man eating alligator. I saw a man eating alligator. What is the difference between these two sentences? The first sentence has a hyphen, which is a little dash between the two words man and eating, and the second sentence doesn't. Is there a difference in meaning? Yes, there is a big difference. Let's use some cartoons to show this. The first sentence contains a compound adjective, man-eating. A compound adjective is an adjective that contains two or more words joined by a hyphen. In this case, we are joining the words man and eating to create the compound adjective. This compound adjective describes the alligator as one that eats men or people in general. Is it a banana-eating alligator? No. Is it a hamburger-eating alligator? No. It is a man-eating alligator. Compound adjectives appear before a noun and act as a single idea, a single adjective, that describes something. The second sentence doesn't have a compound adjective. There is no hyphen between the word man and eating. Why? Because we're talking about how we saw a man who was eating an alligator. We are not describing the alligator. So quickly looking at both sentences again. The first sentence, I saw a man eating alligator. We're describing the alligator. What type of alligator is it? It is one that eats men or people. The second sentence, I saw a man eating alligator. I'm talking about a man who is eating an alligator. As you can see, the hyphen, or lack of a hyphen, makes a big difference in the meaning of the sentence. Let's learn more about compound adjectives. As we have seen, a compound adjective is an adjective that contains two or more words joined by a hyphen. I live in an English-speaking country. English-speaking is a compound adjective used to describe the country. We use a hyphen to connect the word English with speaking to show that it is one adjective or one idea. What type of country is it? It is an English-speaking country. Look at this sentence. She is a world-famous singer. She is not just a famous singer in her country. She is also famous around the world, so she is a world-famous singer. In general, we do not use a hyphen between two adjectives. She has a big blue book. Big and blue are adjectives, so we do not put a hyphen between these two adjectives. This includes when one of the adjectives is also a compound adjective. Look at the following. He lives in an old coal mining town. Coal mining is a compound adjective that consists of coal and mining. What type of town is it? A coal mining town, a town where they mine coal. But we have also included the adjective old because it is an old town. We didn't put a hyphen between the word old and coal because coal is part of the compound adjective, coal mining. In general, we don't put a hyphen between two adjectives, including if one of those is a compound adjective. So how can we make compound adjectives? Which parts of speech can be a part of a compound adjective? Here is a list of the most common types of compound adjectives. Periods of time. One very common use of compound adjectives is with periods of time. The compound adjective is made with a number plus a period of time. Some examples include 5-minute, 3-hour, 10-day, 6-month, 20-year. It is important to note that the period of time needs to be in singular form. 5-minute without an S, not 5 minutes. Let's look at the first example. I work an 8-hour day. We do not put an S at the end of hour. We cannot say, I work an 8 hours day. This is not correct. The time period needs to be in its singular form. I work an 8-hour day. This means that I work 8 hours every day. There is an S at the end of hours in this sentence on the right because it is not a compound adjective that goes before a noun. Look at these other examples. I had a 3-week vacation. This means I went on a vacation for 3 weeks. There was a 5-second delay. There was a delay of 5 seconds. Notice how we normally write the number as a word, not in numerical form, unless it is a very large number. And remember, it is important not to add an S at the end of the compound adjective. I had a 3-week vacation, not 3 weeks vacation. Number plus singular noun. When we have a number before a noun in a compound adjective, that noun is always in singular form. This not only applies to periods of time, as we have already seen, but with other nouns too. Some examples of compound adjectives that are made from a number plus singular noun include 5-minute, 3-hour, 10-story, 1-way, 20-page. Our example sentences. I had to print a 10-page document. No S at the end of page. You need to go down that 1-way street. We live in a 2-story house. Note, when we're talking about the level of a building, story, with an E, is used in British English. Story, without an E, is used in American English. So in American English, it is written as we live in a 2-story house, where story doesn't have the E in it. Adjective plus noun. Some examples of compound adjectives that are made from an adjective plus noun include last minute, full length, short term, long distance, high quality. Our example sentences. I made a last-minute decision to stay home. Most of their staff are on short-term contracts. We create high-quality resources. Adjective plus present participle. Some examples of compound adjectives that are made from an adjective plus present participle include good-looking, long-lasting, easygoing, tight-fitting, quick-thinking. Our example sentences. It left a long-lasting taste in my mouth. She wore a pair of tight-fitting jeans. The quick-thinking staff got everyone to safety. Noun plus present participle. Some examples of compound adjectives that are made from a noun plus present participle include mouth-watering, record-breaking, time-saving, English-speaking. Our example sentences. I bought some mouth-watering strawberries. Yum. That was a record-breaking jump. I used to live in a Spanish-speaking country. Noun plus adjective. Some examples of compound adjectives that are made from a noun plus adjective include world-famous, smoke-free, ice-cold, gluten-free, family-friendly. Our example sentences. We often go to the family-friendly restaurant near our house. There is nothing better than ice-cold drink on a hot day. Could you buy me some gluten-free cookies, please? Noun plus past participle. Some examples of compound adjectives that are made from a noun plus past participle include wind-powered, sun-dried, middle-aged, water-cooled. Our example sentences. We should start using wind-powered generators to cut costs. I added some sun-dried tomatoes to the platter. My new water-cooled gaming PC is quieter than my old one. Adverb plus past participle. Some examples of compound adjectives that are made from an adverb plus past participle include brightly lit, well-known, densely populated, highly respected. Our example sentences. This classroom is a brightly lit room. He is a well-known actor. They live in a densely populated city. Adjective plus past participle. Some examples of compound adjectives that are made from an adjective plus past participle include old-fashioned, long-forgotten, ready-made, short-lived. Our example sentences. I found a long-forgotten painting in the attic. He doesn't like to cook, so he buys ready-made meals. They had a short-lived romance. I hope you found this grammar lesson about compound adjectives useful. If you did, click the like button and subscribe to our channel so you know when I create new videos to help you improve your English. Have an awesome day!